Good evening, YouTube or BookTube. This is Johnny. I am making a video because, hey, and I don't really know what to say in this video. I don't have my diary in front of me. I don't have a stack of books in front of me. I don't have my Bible in front of me. I haven't gone to any thrift stores today. I thought about it, getting some used books, but I didn't feel like it. I did get in the mail the new Deer Hunter CD, which I listened to, which I wasn't impressed with. Most of the day I just read Kruso. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. I always think to ask my wife how to pronounce things because my wife can pronunciate. But this is what I basically read all day today. Kruso. He is this is by a German writer. Well, it says here in the back, Lutz Seiler was born in 1963 in Gera, Thuringia, which is Welderhaus near Berlin, and Stockton. Since 1997, he has been the literary director and custodian of the Peter Hatchell Museum. His many prizes include the Igberg Bachmann Prize, the Bremen Prize for Literature, the Fontaine Prize, the Hugh Johnson Literary Prize 2014, and the German Book Prize 2014. From what I gather, he's primarily a poet. I read tonight a review of this book, and the review was somewhat negative because they thought that the translator didn't bring out the poetic elements or in the novel, that it's supposed to be very poetic or rich prose. What the story's about? It's about this young man. His name is. He goes by Ed, and when the novel opens up, he's going to a university and he's studying literature and primarily poetry, but something happens in his life, and you're not really sure. I didn't know about it until really I read a synopsis of the novel tonight. I didn't read the whole thing because I didn't want to be spoiled. I didn't want to read too much about the novel, the whole synopsis summary of it, because it would ruin the reading for me. But there's something. What has happened is that his girlfriend has died suddenly, and all you know is that her name is G. And as you read the novel, he is in a state of grief, and someone in reading about the novel, he's in a state of shock. And the more I think about it, I've read 109 pages of the novel. The novel is around about 465 pages. But I can see why he must be in a state of shock or grief. And so what he does, he decides, as you read the first openings of the novel, he decides he's living in East Germany. And he decides to take, it's like school's out for the summer. And he has heard from somebody about this island in the Baltic Sea, a resort where people go, like a resort, where people go to escape from the world. I mean, from the outside world, and they go to this. He's heard these rumors that it's a haven for, hippies and people who just want to drop out of the world. So he decides that he's going to go to this island in the Baltic Sea, which is I can't remember. It's called Hiddensee. And so he closes up his sublet apartment. He puts the key underneath the mat, and he gives a neighbor that he'd be back at the end of summer. And so you follow him. He goes to the island, and he doesn't really know anybody there. He doesn't know where he's going to stay. He has to get a job. He has little money, but he winds up getting a job in this place, like a resort hotel overlooking the Baltic Sea on this island. And he gets a job as a dishwasher. And really what the novel is about, the main character is Kruso. And he is the head dishwasher. He basically manages the hotel staff. He's been on the island his whole life, and he's known throughout the island, and he's kind of this kind of mythical figure. And Ed, who works with him in washing dishes in this resort, begins to look up to this older man. He looks at him as a father figure. And so what the novel is about thus far is just these characters. The waiters, there's 2 waiters, there's a cook, there is people who work at the desk, and there is the daughter of the manager of this hotel, which she's never seen. And it's just about the lives of these men who work in this hotel, and then the novel begins to focus more on Edward's relationship with Kruso, this older man, this kind of father figure. It's kind of like Robin and Kruso. It's kind of slow, but I'm kind of I like the way it's written. I like the language, even though I don't find I like the tone of the novel. I like its pace. It's like the main character Ed, who's going through this shock and this grief and trying to find himself and trying to, I suppose, recover from this loss. I don't know. I'm just enjoying reading it. It's kind of put everything else aside today and just read this. I didn't read anything in my Christian books. Tomorrow is a Wednesday. I'll probably read this tomorrow. I'm kind of spaced, I suppose. So that's what I read all day. Kruso by Lutz, Seiler, the winner of the German Book Prize. So I read that all day. And very bitter cold outside. No snow. It's supposed to snow at the end of this week, but nothing really, as far as accumulation. So I hope you have a good Tuesday, and I'll sign off. Until next time, bye.